got flow, but we started from the gutter. Shout out to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New England. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Pats, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, the winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it, and you work at it. But I don't care how much you prepare, it is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
A try here for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw as they've got it 2nd and 7.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed. Always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with him, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might... And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
And now here's a carry heading left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flush to his right. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Jackson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
84 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jags are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's what I'm talking about.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, will just roam and hit.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.